Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. As you can see, I'm heading to my garage, and like the title of this video says, today we're going to be working on my 240. If you guys haven't watched my previous videos, I am 2JC swapping my 240, so if you guys definitely want to watch any of it, make sure to click the subscribe button so you guys can stay updated. Trying to get in my garage. It should already be warm in there. I had the AC on for a couple hours, so oh yeah, it's nice in here. I made the heater, not AC. Ah damn, fucking key doesn't want to come out. Whew, it's cold outside. It's 30 degrees outside. It feels pretty nice in here, probably around 50. Let's see, it is 59 degrees in here, so that's not bad at all. This heater is putting in work, so if you guys ever want a little heater for your garage, only works if your garage is insulated. If your garage is insulated, as you can see, I have plastic up, insulation, and then the drywall. This little heater is probably like 150 bucks or less. I bought it like 4 years ago, and it works great. So it's not bad at all. It's probably like, well, it's 59 because it was sitting all the way to the back, which the heat, it's hitting all the way to the back of the garage. So up here, probably by the toolbox, since the heat it's facing that way, it's probably like around 50 over here. But it's still really nice compared to how compared to how cold it is outside. It's super nice. I'm not sure if I show you guys, but I went ahead and I put all the lights in the garage now, so you can see all the lights are up and working properly. I got my new bench up with my welder. I bought a new welding cart for the TIG welder. I haven't really touched the TIG welder much because it's been cold and I've been inside doing other things and working. But my buddy did use it, and he was doing some welds, trying to get used to welding this. I did a couple welds on stainless, and it was all right. It wasn't the best. I'm not the best welder out here. Literally the first time I ever used TIG. I used MIG a couple times, but I do want to get more experience on MIG and TIG. I do want to do the intercooler piping myself and the full exhaust myself on this car and make it look kind of nice instead of having it look like shit. But as you can see, there's not really any engine harness. It's sitting on here because when I took it out, if you guys haven't watched my previous videos, this is a VQ to a S13 plug and play harness from Wiring Specialties. I am selling it if anyone wants it. 750 bucks. I paid like 200 bucks for it. It works great. I parted out the VQ swap. I don't need it no more, so I took it off, posted it for sale. Hopefully it sells soon. As you can see, there's a mess inside the car. I was pulling all the gauges out. I was gonna pull the dash out, but I decided not to do it now just because I don't want to deal with it, to be honest. I'm just gonna wait a little bit. But today, the focus today is to pull the subframes out. I bought solid mount bushings for the rear, and then I have to get a new subframe for the front to relocate the rack, and I have a new rack for the car because this one's messed up. So the front and rear subframe had to come out, so that's gonna be fun. The front one is not too terrible. I don't know about the back one. I've never removed the back subframes of this car, but pretty sure it's all one unit. I don't have to move the arms out. So hopefully, just by me taking the subframe off, everything drops off. I kind of need more light on this side of the garage. It feels a little dark. I should buy more lights and put them up here. I want to put some on the door as well, so when I open the garage door in the summer, I have some light underneath it, so it doesn't block the light from the top. I also want to remove the hood, but there's no one here to really help me pull out the hood. I mean, I could do it by myself. It's not a big deal, but I don't know. I don't really want to put it in the garage. It's kind of cramped up in here already. Yeah, but before I start doing all that, I'm just gonna clean this side of the garage, just move all the stuff around because it's on the way and it's kind of like irritating me. So I'm gonna move this harness out, put the garbage can where it goes, put all those parts where it's supposed to go. But yeah, this is a 2JC that's going in this car. Like I said, I posted a video of all the parts I already bought and the motor itself. So if you guys want to watch that, go back to the previous video. Not sure if I want to paint it black. When I bought it from a friend, it was already painted red, and I'm thinking about leaving it there. I don't think you can see much of it when it's in the car. But this whole motor is all OEM gaskets, OEM oil pump, water pump, bearings, everything's OEM. So this should last me a while at the power level that I want to make. So that's gonna be, should be good. All right guys, so this part of the video, as you can see, I said that I had posted a previous video of all the parts of the car, but I for some reason my GoPro deleted all the footage of me showing you guys every single part of the car. But I'm just gonna show you real quick some of it. But basically I'm running a Hotsec 2000 BTI 7-inch dash GTX 3071 Gen 2 turbo. twin disc clutch, and then just a bunch of random stuff. I do have the clutch. I do have the turbo right here, so I can show you guys that. So excuse the mess in my room, but I do have a mess. Here I have the manifold. It's just a basic 2JC manifold, nothing special about it. The clutch. Then I have the turbo right here. So this is a Gen 2 3071R with a Pulsar 85 mil or a 0.85 rear housing. So I've seen the turbos make over 500 horsepower, but they have a really quick spool. But I'm afraid that it's going to throw a rod with a quick spool. But so that's why I went with the 85 rear housing, just so it slows down the spool a little bit more of top end power. This is the old I'm dropping everything here, but this is the old housing that it came with it. This is 63 mil, and then this is the wastegate Turbo Smart Hypergate. I still have everything in the box, but here's the BTI 7-inch dash. I won't pull it out. You know, this is a normal dash. Then here's the Halsey 2000. So, and I'm running a wiring specialty harness. Sorry, but I know I have a mess in here. I'm currently editing the video, and I just noticed that I forgot to make a list of all the parts. I just want to tell you guys real quick what I was going to use. And I'm going to be running my ID 1050s from the BQ swap. They still fit this intake manifold locally. I do have an intake manifold, but they sent me the wrong one, so I can't show you guys because I already put it back in the box and taped it. But it's just a front-facing manifold. I was going to go run with the GTE style, but couldn't really find one. And got this one for a good deal. But they sent me a GTE one instead, so I have to go and return that one. And they're already sending me a GE style, so next video, go ahead and post all that. All right, guys, so I decided I want to remove the hood just because it's on the way, and it's not letting enough light to go in here so you guys can see. So I might as well just remove it. I'm already here, so it's no big deal. Take that one out. I gotta be careful with the glass because it's a brand new glass. Well, I put it in last year, but it's new wear. I don't want to crack it. So hold the top. Okie dokie. And this hood weighs so much. I want to weigh it because I feel like it's at least like 30-40 pounds. But I don't want to get a vented hood because I hate how the cowl looks on this hood. It looks disgusting. So if anyone wants this for a VA swap, let me know. For sale. $100, take it. Actually, no, not, but like 150. I paid $100 for the cowl itself. All right, let's see. Ah. Oh, there goes that. All right, so now I don't know where I'm gonna put it. There's no space in here. I probably put it by the welder. Okey-dokey. It weighs so much, Jesus. All right, so you can see there's way more light now. It looks even worse without the hood on. Oh, this is depressing. Looking at this doesn't make me want to work in the car, but I have to. So first step probably remove the steering shaft. So when I'm ready to drop it, it's not on the way. Let me go ahead, close the doors, push the car back, disconnect the steering shaft, and start taking off the subframe. If you guys can see, I went ahead and put my lift pump up here because I always had it on the little stand that it comes with on the floor. And this thing used to leak a lot. I think it's leaking from here, and it used to leak from here. I put a new O-ring inside this fitting, and so far it hasn't leaked. The fluid that's in here from when I drained it to take this O-ring off. So I haven't really used it much afterwards. So I guess today, if it has more than this fluid in here, then it's definitely leaking, or if you see it leaking, I'm pretty sure it should be fine. And I just got tired of having it on the way, having the lines on the way. So now the lines instead of being routing on the floor, they go up here, and I'm not stepping on it. They're not getting on the way, so it's way better now. Yeah, let's put this thing up there. There you go. All right, well, let me get this thing in the Let me get this thing on the lift. We should be good. And you just throw it on there wherever it lands. It's good. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'll go ahead and check them out. It should be good. This one doesn't really matter. Should be good right there. All right, she's all good now. All right, so I know I'm gonna need this 3/8. Hopefully a 3/8 is good enough. Actually, let's go 1/2 inch just in case. And I don't know where's my 6.0 battery. I think I lost it. I used to have a 6.0 battery and for some reason it disappeared. So hopefully the 4.0 can do it. And I don't know what happens to this thing. It feels kind of weird. It's like super delayed. It always worked fine, and then lately it's been weird. Whatever. Go with this with the 3. We'll go with the adapter. Probably use this and maybe an extension and the light. Hopefully it's all we need to work on this car now. All right, well, I need an Allen key. I forgot. Well, actually I can take it out from down here. So I'm just gonna take this steering shaft off down here, and then so for the angle kit, I'm gonna try to just take off these 2 bolts right here for the angle kit for the lower arm, and I think that should be fine to drop the subframe. I don't believe I'll have to take the whole angle kit off because I really do not want to. Yeah, so let me go ahead take those off and we should be good. So now I hope that I can just swing this out of here. Let's see. This subframe is super grimy. Ah, damn. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the wheels just so I don't have too much weight on it, and because I have to swing this out and I feel like it's too much weight. Here, grab this. Bars. Go. That's out. Put this to the side. Oops. We don't need that where we're going. Yeah, so I hope that now that that's off, I can just pry this over and out. Oh wait, yeah, I forgot the sway bar is connected. So let me disconnect the sway bar, and hopefully with that off, I can swing this out. All right guys, so I was able to remove the sway bar link off, and now the whole control arm is out of the way. So now I should be able to drop the subframe, and it should be an issue. I just gotta remove these 2 lines. Mental memory for myself. So bottom one is pressure, top one is reservoir. Well, I think I should be ready to drop the subframe. I got those 2 bolts off. Now I just got these 2 bolts off. It's gonna be the fun part since I'm alone. I gotta take it off and hold it at the same time, but it should be fine. Got one. So it's the last one. Take this off. Put this down. Then there we go. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Usually what people do, they cut the subframe here and move the points forward. I think it's like 1 inch. But my friend already has one done for 60 bucks. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pick up that one just so I don't have to spend the time cutting all this off and welding it all. So
I'm just gonna go ahead and pick his up. Rubbing the fluid there. Let me take this out of here. Yeah, I don't want to deal with cleaning it and having to cut it and doing all that. You know, spend $60 and have it already done. It's a way better deal. I'm gonna go ahead and start removing my oil cooler and start removing all this wiring and clean up. These are the wiring for my gauges, because I am selling all my gauges. So if you guys need any water gauges, AFR, I do have the Innovate gauge. So if you guys want to buy that, let me know. But yeah, I have a bunch of gauges. So if you guys need any gauges, hit me up, and I'll be selling all that. Trying to not make a mess here, and everything is spilling. Okay, so before I start messing with anything on the front, the subframe is off. So I'm gonna go ahead and start removing the subframe back here. First off, gotta take the wheels off, and then take off the coilover mount, take off the brake lines, and I think, you know, take the exhaust off. Couple little things, but then other than that, everything should drop out. All right, guys, so I went ahead, I took the brake lights off. As you can see, we got the hydro line and the main line down here off. The parking brake is off. I'm not using it since I have the Z32 calipers, so I'm gonna be able to remove the whole thing now. That's good. Coilovers are off, just hanging there. I think we're ready to drop this off. Like I said earlier, I do have to move the left arm because it's on the other point. Yeah, so let me lower the car onto this, and then go ahead, move the arms and take it off. Yep. So that's good. Go ahead, come here. Move this to a pinch weld. Then we'll go ahead, put you guys on the floor so you guys can see, and then start removing this off. Guys, you can see the subframe is off, and I had to go ahead and put the jack in the back as I was tilting back, since, you know, it's all the way it's in the back because of the diff. So I went ahead, put the jack back there, and yeah, just off. And it came out super smoothly. I'm so glad this car is pretty much rust free, because if this was an Illinois car, oh, this would be rotted out. As you can see, my frame rails are great. The fender, well, it's super clean, and then the subframe, it's rust free. And it helps that this car used to leak so much oil from the previous owner that the subframe is covered in oil, so nothing got rusty. But hell yeah, as you can see down here, everything's super clean. I do want to fix this fuel lines. As you can see, it's kind of ghetto. When I was competing last event, they're leaking fuel from here, so I had to go ahead and put 2 clamps and put a new line on it, and luckily it's been good so far. So, but I want to go ahead and redo the lines. I'm thinking about switching the lines to the left side of the car, since the exhaust is going to be running from the right side, or prior just stuck them up all the way up on the frame, all the way up on the transmission well, so they do not hit nothing. It's nice to see a 240 this clean, but then you see over here it's all crashed and fucked up from getting hit. That kind of sucked. But yeah, so these bushings are OEM, as you can see, super old. I already have solid mount bushings that I have to put in. It's just all 4 of them. Alright guys, so I have to move the subframe to this side. I have a feeling that I'm gonna drop it, so I'm gonna start recording before I start moving it, because I don't want to drop it and not get it on video, because then it won't be funny. So I'm gonna show you guys earlier the temperature. It's 54 degrees on this side. Earlier I had the thermostat being hit by the heat, so that's why it went up so high. But I mean, still 54 degrees in here. You know, it feels great. I'm able to work, not freeze my ass off. So it's definitely way better than working on 30-degree weather like it is outside. But anyway, so gotta pull this. Same time. The rear jack stand over there is trying to fall off. Oh, we made it. We made it. Hell yeah. All right, here it is. All right, so now we just gotta get this whole subframe naked, because I want to wash everything, but it's so heavy that I kind of just grabbed the whole thing, put it in my truck. So I'm gonna have to, you know, take all the arms off, drop the diff, or probably leave the diff here, because I don't know. I'll probably just drop the diff because it's super easy. Just 4 bolts here, the 2 on the front. Take everything to a car wash to get it washed. There's so much stuff that I need to do to this car that I do not know where to start. All right, guys, so I got the car lowered to the ground, subframe to the side, both of them. It's so gross. I hate how nasty that is. But I spilled a bunch of ATF and power steering fluid and oil. Kind of sucks. I'm kind of mad about that. But I'm gonna go ahead and start cleaning all this mess, just so I can have a clean place to work with once I decide to do the fuse box. So I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling up like my fan relays, all this wiring for my gauges that are coming from the firewall. So all this stuff I'm gonna start removing first, just so I can put it to the side and hopefully post them for sale. I moved the harness to the side, well, part of the harness, because the harness runs. So whoever, you know, Nissan made this car. So when they made this car, they made it all one harness, which is kind of stupid. They should have put a plug so you can disconnect it. But the harness literally go from this side of the car all the way underneath the fenders, up around to the fuse box, and then straight to over the core, underneath the core support, and then back around into that side of the driver's side. So it's fucking stupid because you can never remove the whole harness unless you remove it from the inside and snake it all the way out, all the way out here. This fuse box, I want to put it underneath the headlight, or on the bottom down here. So as you can see, there's an empty spot here, which will be perfect if I just bolt it up straight to here. Last year, before I painted the engine bay, I put this piece of steel here because when I bought the car, so the OEM battery goes just right here, and water collects underneath and it rusts. So that's like one of the only rusty parts of the car, was just right here. So I had to cut it out and put a new plate on it. But to be honest, it's all dirty, so it's hard to tell right now. But I'm not a big fan of the welds that I did. It looks kind of shitty. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not the best. So I kind of want to redo it. So meaning I have to cut this whole thing out and redo it. And I'm thinking, since I'm going to cut that out already, I can just snake the fuse box right through that. And then, you know, weld the new plate and I'll be good. Because if I go ahead and have to depin the whole thing and pull the whole harness out, and I don't know how else we're going to do it, it might be a huge pain in the ass. So I think if I just go ahead, cut a little slit on here and just route the fuse box to the bottom and just bolt it to the top and just put a new plate on here and redo my welds. Yes, I will have to paint this little section again, but it's not a big deal. I have spare paint, so I can get this painted. I think instead of having my friend come over and just having to redo the whole harness and do everything, I think I'm just gonna rip this plate off and put the fuse box on there and put it back up and re-weld everything, just because it's gonna be way easier and faster than having to you know, I'm not sure what he's gonna do, but it's gonna be a pain in the ass to do anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna send him a message right now, tell him to let him know what I'm gonna do. But anyway, apart from that, as you can see, I took the oil cooler and the power steering cooler off. All the reservoirs are off. Most of the lines are off. I still have a couple of stuff here left, but I was thinking of that right now, and I figured I'd let you guys know. But once I'm done here, I'm gonna go ahead and clean this shelf up, because as you can see, it's a bunch of junk that I have on the shelf that I have to go through both shelves, and I want to put all this stuff on this shelf so I can make this shelf my part shelf. Because right now I have all my parts sitting on the floor, and I want to put up all my parts here, so whenever I'm working on this car again, I can just go here, grab the parts that I need, and install in the car. Like stuff like this, like I want to put in a little Ziploc bag. I can just mark it as cooling fans relays, and then just put it in a little Ziploc bag, store it to the side so I don't lose it or misplace it. And yeah, so because right now it's a mess on the floor, it's just driving me nuts. Because the harness that I'm running on the car is a plug and play harness, so it goes straight to your fuse box, and it, you know, that's how it powers up. So I still need my fuse box, and I like having the option to, you know, use my key to turn the car on, having my headlights, my wipers, my turn signals. Even though this is not, you know, it's not my daily driver or anything, but I do like driving on the street sometimes, and it's nice having all those. And it's nice having headlights and turn signals when you're driving on the street. I'm gonna go ahead and start organizing the shelf, setting up my TIG welding cart, and I'll be right back. All right, guys. So I spent the last hour and a half or so probably like around an hour, assembling this little cart. So you can see my weld is on the cart now sitting on the floor. I got some of the stuff here organized, but as you can see, shelf pretty much cleaned. All the stuff that I'm not really using much, put it on this side, all stacked up nicely. And then this little 3 shelves on the bottom will be for parts, but I got some of the parts up here already. I gotta take the rack out of the subframe, so I have a lot of work ahead of me. As you can see, this is the first day that I actually work on the car. Next thing I want to do, it's the harness. So once I go here, clean up, you know, power wash everything, I want to cut and put the harness at the bottom and weld in a new plate to make it look nicer, and then move into the inside and do the dash. The more I talk is the more stuff that comes up that I have to do, but I'm definitely excited for next season.
especially with the Jay-Z, you know, make some good power and make some cool noises, way better than the VQ noises. But yeah, guys, if you guys want to watch more of the car, want to watch more of the, you know, 2JZ, my Miata, I do have to do some stuff to the Miata, but it probably won't be for a couple months since this is in here. I don't have time to put the Miata in here, and I don't have time or space for the car. I want to focus on the 240 more, so definitely be more videos of this car. But yeah, that's it, guys. If you guys want to watch more, make sure to click that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.